Oh, hey everybody, this is Fighter Kaus from the Geek Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you guys see my stream yesterday? Well, now you're on the Geek Fighters for our group stream. If you came here from my stream yesterday. I'm Fighter Kaus and I lead the Geek Fighters, but on the stream today and the one playing the game is 16-bit Jeff.
What's up?
And the other voices you'll hear is, if he's awake, Visible Ninja.
Well, I am at the moment.
And the other voice, the one who usually plays the games, but I guess he's enjoying his break now, is Double RPG.
Yo! Yep. Break time for a second week in a row for me, so, ready for some more Yakuza 0. So, let's get this shit started, shall we?
Also, the third amigo who thought that that Tetsuder was dead.
I can't
Oh,
believe
yeah.
we forgot to mention that either last week or the week before.
It was last week. That's why I brought it up right now. Yeah, but for those who are curious, this is part 2 of our continuous playthrough of Yakuza 0. If I remember
Yes.
correctly, was this released in 2017 or 2018?
I think it was a 2016 game, if
2016,
memory
okay.
serves. I think so.
Yeah.
Last time we stopped was before he was about to fight against
About
his
to-
former
Yeah.
mob family.
Yes. And he was about to get his butt kicked by many of his former boss's henchmen.
Yes, a big
So-
fight that I was like, oh snap, yeah, because I was like, yeah, snap, we got to start here because this is gonna be, you're not gonna see a safe spot for a while.
And the good thing is, since we saw the cutscene last week, we just can
Yeah, we can skip that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Please, anyone in the chat, can you tell us how the audio is? Because faithfully, our boy over here, Kyle, told us that there was a couple of issues last time.
Yes, we would definitely love to know where we stand in terms of the audio from the game because we hardly heard it last week. So definitely let us know in the chat if you can't even hear it.
If Jeff just needs to bump it up or what.
Exactly. Like, again, it wouldn't be as difficult for me if I knew what was going on, but since we stream off of Skype, for some reason the headset I use, it's not like how it's set up on Discord where I can actually hear both these guys talking as well as the desktop audio, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, Skype is like, nah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can go ahead and take that. And just so you guys know, I'm also using a brand new Sadie's USB headset on my computer too.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm on a Turtle Beach headset.
Ah! Okay, here we go, the
I-
Juba
'cause-
family.
Because my Sadie's one doesn't want to not give a buzzing noise for some reason.
He loves yeah, he's using his Turtle Beach headset. So you know what we all say? I like turtles.
Oh no, I shared the wrong thing.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. So, it was you who shared the wrong thing this time. You know, the wrong Twitch page.
No.
That's the joke.
Actually,
Suck,
wait
Bane?
a minute. 8 minutes ago, Fighter Kaus on Twitch.
What?
Yeah. On the Facebook, it links to my Twitch.
How?
Yes, it
I
does.
changed it to Geek Fighters, what the hell?
Thankfully, I can fix
I
that.
changed it to
I don't-
freaking Geek Fighters, what the hell?
Oh, you know why?
Facebook, you a-hole!
Because it picked my Twitch link because you put all of our links.
What?
It chose to pick mine.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. Delete all the other links.
Yeah.
I guess I delete the other Twitch links.
You know what? You know the best thing to do? Delete, just copy and paste and put them in the comments, dude. You know, maybe that's what I should be doing from now on too, dude, you know what I mean?
Weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Oh man, this damn game.
But it's so damn fun.
I know it actually got me to re-download Kiwami. So,
Nice.
I'm actually playing it right now. Woo.
This damn chair. Move on. Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell
Go
that.
all die hard on his ass.
Yeah, you tell that asshole. What you did.
Now the Twitter link is fine.
Nice.
But did you ever get to Discord? Because I don't see it at everyone.
Yes.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Why didn't I get notification?
Because Discord's weird.
Is Discord's a beyond?
Same thing with the Twitter. You did do it, but I didn't get the notification. I had to just manually go to Twitter.
Oh.
Or as JR says, Looter.
I guess
Looter.
my phone doesn't want to give me notifications today.
Okay, yeah, go for the TV set. Go for the TV set. No, I didn't want to drop kick him.
What?
I want to put a set for the TV set. Oh.
Well,
Okay.
well, the first XFL game of 2020 is over.
What, XFL? What? Oh, yeah, I forgot that they were coming back, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, their first game was today, and the DC Defenders defeated the Dragons.
I got something to see. That's good.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna need that toughness either. So you got low health.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
And there you go. Just leave it on here, which is good. Use this, of course. Oh. Oh, that's actually good. Speaking of good, it's actually running better than it was last week, which is good.
Oh, Star Child mentioned the chat volume could come up a little.
Chat
So they
volume.
just boost up the
Okay.
our volume over the games.
Yeah.
Which
He really thought an ashtray was gonna save him. Really?
Hey,
He
it's
thought
fun,
an
you never
ashtray
know.
was gonna save that face.
Hey man, you never know.
That's a real kick in the ass, if you know what I mean.
you fired.
Damn it!
Don't get up. Don't get up. Just stay down. Just stay down. And you are gonna catch these hands.
From Red vs. Blue. I like me.
I just love that the freeze frame was right at me stomping at his dick. I just want to point out. Okay, I'll just take care of that in a quick second. Thank you, Star Child, for telling us that. Let's see. OBS. And
Yeah, I
clarification.
double checked. Your volume is fine. It's me. it's
and the
I-
desktop's good too, right?
yeah, the desktop's
Yeah.
fine. It's just me and Kyle and Metal sound low.
Okay, good. No, that's good to know. How's that?
Let's see. Let me Hello, hello, hello.
Howdy, howdy,
Test,
howdy.
test. Oh, excuse
Yeah,
me.
we sound fine.
Good. So we're all set. That's great.
Our child even said yeah. We sound
Good.
Good.
Awesome.
Thanks very much, guys.
You're about as Yakuza as the Yakuza get.
It's so neat to see Yakuza game with Xbox, or shall I say, in my mind, in my headcanon, Dreamcast controls,
Right?
as it should be. And I said this on the stream, in my stream, just Sega, Yu Suzuki, do a partnership with Ryuga Gotoku Studios and make Shenmue 4.
Does this big boy really have a freaking sofa
Yes.
as a weapon?
Yes. That's something you'll run into a lot. It's hilarious.
Brain.
He just thinks he's Mr. Get Bad with that sofa.
Yeah, I can tell.
Nobody can stop me. I have a sofa. Dodge. Oh, yeah. Starchild said he doesn't remember the Japanese version having blood splatters. Huh. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Hit and then dodge when you see that thing go up. Dodge.
Well, Star Child, you know how the Japanese don't love to see violence in their video games as much as we do.
Which is weird. Like, sexualization, okay. Violence, nope.
Whereas
And
us, it's the yeah,
It's the
over
dang
here.
opposite, yeah.
Reverse.
It's like
No
None of
sexual stuff, but violence? Yeah, sure, go ahead.
both sides we both have both extremes. We can't. For some reason, both countries don't want to see a middle ground.
No, they
Yeah.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah, don't die on me.
Got kicked in your chest.
And he took the sofa and hit him.
I know, that's even better.
Oh, hey, Double R. You testing out your new keyboard.
Yes, I am.
Well,
And
hey, why not?
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm just getting mesmerized by all the flashing LED rainbow colors inside my keyboard.
Oh, I bet.
Does this guy really have a bar stool?
Yes, he does. Don't die on me. You have that toughness Z still?
No, I used it earlier.
No, I think you just took it. I think you just grabbed it. It's in your inventory.
No, I used it earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Dang.
I like the response that you put, Jerry. Ay.
Yeah. Starchild said, yeah, they censored some stuff, like in the Japanese Lost Paradise game.
Ooh,
The enemy...
yeah! Let's go! Sorry, continue.
That is true. The enemies... That's dope. I never seen that one. The grounded pound.
And
The
people
enemy-
wonder why people love Yakuza. Really?
In the Japanese version of the Fist or North Star game, the Yakuza one,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they don't blow up into tiny gory bits. They just turn black.
You know, it's a
But
shame that still doesn't
but I
have...
remember in the American version of the same game, you do see the gore.
Huh.
It's funny, even though it's a Japanese made game first, the American version is actually uncensored, and the Japanese is.
No, let me check something.
Yeah, you already took the toughness. Huh?
Yeah. Shoot.
I keep hearing background noise. It sounds like a Skype call, but I'm in a Skype call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds
Yeah.
ringing. Like I guess someone else around here is using Skype and they're not picking up
Yeah,
their.
it's possible. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's actually good. Yeah, that's actually good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Are we all good?
We're good. We're
Good?
good.
Are we good now? Good?
Yeah, Batman
Good.
also
Good. Okay, we're
heals.
good.
Yes,
There you go.
it's something. That's why I was like, buy some, but I forgot they were called toughness and stamina, and I forgot the names of the thing. That's what I was trying to say last time.
Yeah.
You should buy some.
Why
Oh,
did that
yeah,
look
this-
like your roll?
That Silvio guy keeps coming
Yeah.
with Ashtray again too.
Ugh.
Silvio over here.
But I need to keep my ashtray. I gotta have me a smoke after you kick my ass. Because nothing heals more than me getting my
Starshell said,
cigarettes on.
it isn't just you, Jeff. Like when he played it, he also like would get like health bar, cause like friggin' the enemies here like friggin'. There you go. Blah.
Hey, you earned 5 million yen in a battle.
The JoJo box set has censor stuff. They censor
Really?
They censor when Jotaro smokes. That's right.
Oh, hey, we got another one. Good.
They can't condone smoking, even though
Which is weird.
they're good. Stamina, perfect.
Yeah, remember
Damn
how
it.
much of a controversial crusade that was going over here a couple years ago in American media?
Starchild said that's why I said to buy some, but he didn't do it. But that's right. He's right. Nobody thinks to buy health items before going into this part. Yep.
Well, yeah, especially me, like someone who is green playing this for the first time. Now, to be fair, I have played the Yakuza games before. It's just this is my first time playing Zero.
Yeah.
You know, just for
But-
clarification.
I guess I was too low because I did say to buy some, but the chat was low, so. And Starchild said you can tell what it is. They just colored a cigarette black.
I just pulled a come on him.
But by the way,
I didn't know you could
No,
pull
no.
taunts. This is awesome.
you didn't know that?
No, I did not.
Well, yes. Double R, you have an eye in the chat?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
because I
Well,
want to keep
I guess I made Yakuza fly.
So ludicrous.
Oh, please don't hurt me. I got a wife and kids. That's your problem. I don't even have the plane ticket I asked for.
No, I was thinking more of. Remember I told you I killed your last? Yeah. I
I
lied.
lied. No, he said, "Ooh la 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 la." Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la la.
Yeah, looks like you can only go in that door.
Oh, Star Child, I saw the YouTube video where we played it and we were dissing Andy Bogart at the beginning. That was hilarious.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see Tarantino do an American remake of Yakuza.
What I'm trying to say with this movie is like, you know, like violence is everywhere, man. Like it's even in our breakfast cereal.
Exactly.
Then he gets killed by Itchy and Scratchy.
Ooh. Well, that guy. I hope that guy has a good dental plan. Just saying.
Dental plan.
At least he needs braces.
Braces. All right, Homer. You can have the dental plan, but on one condition. You must resign yourself from...
Oh.
You must resign yourself from the union in any way whatsoever. Woohoo!
And that's the day he realized that he's a complete freaking idiot.
Yeah, that's what Burns said. He was like, I fear I overestimated.
You think?
Ned, I'm afraid that Homer's not the man who he says he was.
One of the funny parts that Burns tells Homer he must do is one of my favorite. It's a different episode, I guess, where he said, "But first, you must find the Jade Monkey before the." And Smithers like, sir, we found the Jade Monkey. He was in your glove compartment.
Or Smithers, that's what it was. Why did
Oh
I
my
say?
God, the gloves and the.
Why did I say Ned Flanders of all people? The one,
I didn't expect that to happen. Okay.
the one person who Homer really hates.
Right.
Yep. Well, LPH, he said, hey, well, by the way, hi, LPH.
Yeah. Welcome to
He
chat, LPH.
said, hey, well, Kyle,
What?
you in the chat. I don't want to, I keep checking it. That slows me down. I want to finish this so I can.
Okay.
Keep full time.
Well, don't look at the chat. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's what I'm supposed to. Yeah, I shouldn't be like.
And yeah, hey LPH, welcome to the stream, buddy.
I keep doing like, no, you gotta finish this, Jerry. Then, the quicker you do this, the quicker you can look at.
But in your mind, it's like, but it's Yakuza.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I love Yakuza so, but it's
Who
Yakuza.
doesn't?
I mean, it's a bunch of ludicrous, insane fun.
You know the funny thing is, I remember playing Yakuza, a little bit of Yakuza 0 back on PS4. It really shows how more comfortable I am with the Xbox controller than say the PlayStation 4 controller. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you just interrupted their peeing mini game.
Oh, too bad.
Which you can do in Kiwami too.
Of course you can.
Yeah, before the peeing mini game actually became famous in Kiwami 2.
You know, it'd be great if in the background someone actually puts somebody's getting effed.
Or they should have that song play in the background. Let's get fucked up.
Dang it, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle. At least I was trying to be.
Yeah. Jeff said the right censored it, which
Yeah!
is right.
And I'm the one that uses more the vulgarity here. What the heck? I are disappointed.
I are happy with myself.
This is fun.
So I got fired twice today in one stream. Who would have thought?
That's a good
and,
record, Kyle. Be proud.
And LPH says, so did everybody see Birds of Prey yet?
No, but I've
Kyle's
heard some
gonna.
good things about it.
Kyle's gonna apparently.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Let us know how it is, dude.
Absolutely. And then Star Child says, "Nah, I can't stand Harley Quinn's voice in any medium." Lol.
It's true. It is grating. I will say.
I think the problem is that, like, for me, excluding the recent cartoon on DCU, the thing I have not liked about is that WB's trying to make it their version of Deadpool, which is what Harley Quinn is not.
Exactly. They're trying to. That's weird. I mean, what's that cartoon with Harley where basically making her Deadpool dude? It's like Family Guy, but Harley.
You mean, are you talking about the one I'm recently talking about, dude?
That cartoon, yeah. What's it called?
DCU, just Harley Quinn.
Yeah, just Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that one.
And honestly, that's a better representation of the character than most of the modern stuff we've gotten about the character, to be bluntly honest. Speaking of which, I'm still disappointed that Swamp Thing only got that one season on the DCU app.
Oh. What was it really that good?
Yeah, it was damn good. Damn. Yeah, third time's a charm.
Exactly.
No, I don't want to switch to easy. What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll do that.
I mean, I appreciate it, like, for newcomers, that's good, but nah.
LPA says they try do that in the comic in 2011. Thanks, New 52.
Oh yeah.
Oh
that's right.
God! Speaking of comics, something made me want to head out about DC Comics. I heard.
What? I gotta
Oh,
hear
man.
this. I gotta hear this.
About Wally West being Dr. Manhattan, and I'm like, this sounds like a bad fanfic.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Wally West is like, he came back again, but he's good, but he's not, and he's Dr. Manhattan? What?
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly! Metal, do you remember?
You mean you
the
tell me
details?
he becomes John from The Watchmen?
Metal, do you remember the details? Because it made me
the
want to head out.
Frick?
I don't know the full details myself, but it does sound ludicrously stupid.
Like Jerry, like, you've been knowing me for 2 decades at best, right?
Uh-huh.
You would say that for as long as you know me as a possible writer, but more importantly as a comic fan, you would say that I know exactly what the heck the Watchmen comic was supposed to be, right?
Uh-huh.
And what you're describing to me makes no sense whatsoever.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Wally West was supposed to be... So you tell me he's a younger version of John before he becomes Dr. Manhattan?
Let me look this up.
That makes no
I
damn
remember being
sense!
told, and it was. I'm like, this is a bad fact. Like, no, it's official. DC tweeted it. I'm like,
I don't care, that's stupid! Now that's something you should rightfully whine about in comics. I mean, that makes more sense than forced diversity. Jeez.
okay, here it is. In order to say, this is from DC's official thing.
I gotta hear
In
this.
order to say, it's so stupid, Jeff. I can't finish it.
As a DC fan, I gotta hear this.
I'm trying, Jeff. It's hurting my soul reading it. Like,
Oh, so I'm gonna head out since I'm the DC nut in here. Okay, that's good.
And LPH says DC messed up Wally West in the last 10 years.
Well, yeah, especially with Heroes in
So-
Crisis.
here in. God, I'm trying. Every time I start it, my mouth is like, shut up. I don't want to.
No, you're trying to say me like you did years ago when what was
Dark
canceled?
Side?
Yeah, when you had Justice. You don't want my soul to be heated. That's why you're trying to save me.
My soul feels like it's gonna be eating. Yeah, I don't want yours too.
Hey, look at the bright side. We can go out together, Jer.
Well, all right. Does chat want to hear it? Kyle, does chat want to hear it?
They don't say, but I assume that they were going to want to hear it.
It's gonna be, Twitch delays for a couple of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear this retardation? You saying anything?
Nope, not yet.
No.
It's only been Starchild and LPH who's been speaking in the chat.
So, been kind of chill.
Yeah. For now, until they hear this
Yeah. Well,
something.
And LPH and Starchild agree they want to hear it.
All right.
Okay, I gotta hear this.
So we're all yeeting together. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can say
Oh,
it's
God.
you can say it's somewhat of a pact.
I almost retched.
I believe you. I believe you.
This is gonna be good.
Yes,
In
it
or-
is.
Oh God! In order to save his children
Yeah.
and the multiverse itself, Wally West makes the ultimate sacrifice, taking his place in the Mobius chair. Unbeknownst to him, the chair is packing a little extra power, having been imbued with the godlike powers of Dr. Manhattan. Now armed with infinite knowledge and the powers of a god, Wally West can see the past, present, and future of the DC universe at once, including what needs to be changed.
Ooh.
Woof.
I'm gonna head out. Later, guys.
Yeah,
And I'm sure those changes are going to be very, very woke friendly.
Scott Lobdell thought of what? But you're supposed Scott Lobdell?
And Starchild says you may have to switch styles against the knife guy.
I know it was muted. I apologize. I needed that for myself. That scream I
Nice.
just did, I needed that for myself, because that is what the hell?
Did you hear that it's Scott Lobdell?
I don't care who it is! What the hell? What is this reread nonsense?
Jeff Johns. Wally West is the hope of the DC universe. DC. Let's make him a murderer and combine with an all-knowing god and try to tie in Doomsday Clock with Manhattan.
Well, I mean,
Fan.
well, I
No,
mean,
that's not how this works.
well, I mean, to be fair, it was Wally's
That's
time
not
now.
how
Remember, it was
any
a
of this
decade ago when it was
works.
Nightwing?
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, it seems like they've forgotten that they, constantly screw over Nightwing, huh?
Confirmed, Didio doesn't like the Titans.
Somebody just did to the Wally West thing, a guy throwing L's at DC.
And LPH says, why DC and Marvel keep F up they fandom? Well,
For real.
For real.
I guess you could say it's one part trying to appease everybody and not appeasing everybody. Another
Yeah,
one is trying to ride the woke train for hoping it'll spur on sales, but it always flops flat on its face and
Well-
never works.
Here's my opinion, and it's the same problem that even Hollywood has. Just write good stories again.
Is it that hard? Really? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Apparently it is, yeah.
For them it is.
Obviously, yeah, because I mean,
No,
hell,
we
just
have to make sure we cross these, we have to check these boxes. No, just write a good story.
That's what it should be to begin with.
A good story usually checks those boxes anyway.
Yes.
Trying to manufacture it does not ever comes out
It
good.
never works.
no, it doesn't.
And this is a what am I again?
Comic fan? But more
yeah.
specifically a Marvel guy. But even more of a Marvel guy, like...
I mean,
course he knows it
I
well.
have lately I've only been buying DC comics whenever I had the chance.
Oh,
My
yeah,
last-
but like
my
say,
last
like
comic
how
first-
I'm a
yeah.
DC historian,
Yeah.
like you're more of a Marvel historian, and I mean...
I am, yeah.
I'm
No, I am.
I'm Marvel.
But you know what? Yeah, but no, I was just saying that lately because Marvel's been, and like I usually am the bigger Marvel guy.
Starchild says a lot of the names in DC don't age well.
Oh god, no.
Oh man, stop sucking!
Well, I'm the one who plays the game, so yes, I'm trying not to suck.
Wait, what happened?
He died again. That's the fourth
Well-
time he died.
I mean,
Was it really the fourth?
Yep.
You should see when you play Striders.
So what you're saying, Jerry, is I'm better than Kyle? Thank you.
Well, push. Well, you're also just kick. Just why didn't you just throw him off the? You could have just grabbed him and threw him off
Yeah,
the
I did
thing.
it earlier. I just want to get, first section, you know what I mean?
Oh, you gotta do this QTE.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it!
LPH,
Yeah,
LPH
yeah,
says,
you watch.
DC says we can't write Superman stories in 2020.
Don't get me started.
I don't-
Yeah, you know who's relevant for Superman? Brian Bendis!
I thought Scott Lobdell was good, but if he comes up with trash like this, never
The
mind,
sad
right?
thing was he was like the series how it first started was good, but then if this is how that miniseries Flash Forward happens, like if it ends, then man, that's just as bad as freaking Heroes in Crisis. Jeez.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, Heroes in Crisis had a good concept. You know what I mean? It was the execution which was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Execution.
You know who I need to see come back?
Who?
Anybody from the 90s? And the 90s had a lot of garbage, but I'd rather see that stuff.
Well, I mean, I
At
don't
this
blame you
point.
because, like, there are still 90s writers that are in the industry. Like, for example, Christopher Priest, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Who's still doing a damn good job of the Deathstroke comic. I think he's still writing it.
And I love Deathstroke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Slade, because he can't say the Terminator.
Deathstroke the Terminator.
His rights issues.
And Arnold's over here like that is mine. Yeah, that is my name. You know,
We can't have Slade saying "Hasta la vista, baby."
but he
That's
never
mine.
does. But he's got the name.
Got the name the
Arnold, that's not how any of this works.
No, apparently it is.
Arnie, no.
Totally.
Arnie, yes.
I was about to say.
Arnie, yes. Oh,
Speaking of Arnie, hey,
Hey
Arnie.
guys, look! I just did a Scott Lodell.
Made him eat pee from the toilet.
Oh, that'll be the follow up.
It should be, actually.
Well,
I
to be
believe it
fair,
I believe it is. That's what I'm saying.
To be fair, that's what they did to us. That's what DC did to us. It was called Heroes in Crisis.
Anybody play that game, Arc Knights?
nope.
Good. Nope. Good. No, because it's a gotcha game, but it's a tower defense.
Oh,
And then on top of that, it's like, oh, we're trying to be like waifus, but they didn't draw anybody thick. Which adds their
and
lane.
there goes. Yeah, no, there's
Oh,
Scott.
good.
He's in it. He's in it.
Told you.
Took you 4 tries, but you got it on the 5th try.
And that's what happened. That's what Jeff Johns did to Scott Lodell.
Blah.
Oh, super drop kick.
Again, that was a reenactment of what Jeff Johns did to DC. It was a little thing called Rebirth.
Man, they should have had Kiryu do Godzilla's drop kick like he did to Megalon.
Too bad you can't turn your heat into health.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I'm surprised it's not a mechanic, to be honest.
Like
I
a
know
healing.
some
Oh,
games
speaking of
do
which-
that, like you can use your super meter or whatever. It's for health.
Stamina next.
Good. You're gonna need it.
Yes, I do.
Boss fight coming soon.
Yep, I knew.
It's against Kuze.
Yep.
First time against Kuze, because you're gonna fight him over and over and over.
Yeah.
Kuze is the living embodiment of how many times I have to teach you this lesson, old man.
Yeah, nice.
Like that's-
I love the young people.
I like when they keep me young. Wait, what? all of a sudden you call.
Okay.
Hello, I believe we have the reincarnation of Elizabeth Bathory over here.
I'd like to file a police report against Harvey Weinstein.
No, I didn't mean that one.
No, but it sounds like a quote he would say.
Yeah, I meant the murder way. Not,
No, I know what you meant. I just want to say.
Gotta clarify.
See, the cops
See,
are
that's
coming
the
for him
cop
again.
coming. See, already, man. They already.
And Star Child says you can do that running drop kick too. I don't remember if it is with only one style though.
Mm.
The dragon style, when you unlock it, has that, but he does it so cool. He drop kicks, but if you got the dragon style, he'll drop kick and land perfectly. He like backflips off the drop kick and lands on his feet.
Oh, nice.
Dope.
Ooh, nice.
Unlike the other styles where he'll drop kick but he'll land on the ground and you have to like, if you miss, you have to like, oh well, you have recovery frames.
Hey guys, look! No wonder that tattoo looks so familiar. That's Angry Joe.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
That's actually fun fact about that.
Yeah.
That's Enma, and there's a big. No, it's just, I just wanted, for viewers.
I know.
That's Enma. You know who Enma is, right?
No, I don't.
Enma.
Remember Dragon Ball Z, King Yama?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh really?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, that does look like him. Oh, holy crap.
That's King Yama. Because remember, that's actually Toriyama took that from actual Buddhism.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That's Enma, the Lord of the Dead. He judges the dead. The quick and the dead. Although that's actually a different one. That's Christianity with the quick and the dead.
Yes, it is.
That's the Apostles' Creed.
So Kuze's game series is called Like an In.
So if you can hear his music, chat, his song is dope, and it's called Pledge of Devil, or Oath of Enma, which is the thing on his back, Enma. Yama is basically Funimation. They're like, let's call it Yanma. Yama.
Oh, speaking of funny, you guys heard the crap storm that's recently happened with them?
Yep, where they took that anime down, that not safe from work anime.
Wheels sent me a link because I told him about it, and apparently it was actually the station that took it down over in Japan. And funny,
Yeah, I heard about that.
but hopefully another station picks it up, and hopefully Funny picks it back up too.
Which they should, because I find it hypocritical, dude. You know what I mean?
Because I've seen Funny is dubbed Valkyrie freaking Mermaid.
Yeah.
Valkyrie Drive, which is way worse. Because at first I was like, what are you trying to say, Funny? Non-consent is better than consent?
Right?
Because Valkyrie Drive has a lot of non-consent, but that's okay.
Well, like, say what you will about the
Apparently.
show. It could be one's cup of tea, I understand, but it's one of the more, like, positive sides of showing how...
It's sex positive, yeah.
Exactly, so why is it getting controversy to begin with when
It's
there's
just
been worse crap on Funimation?
Exactly. It's just the anime is more lewd than the manga. The manga never showed any actual
Really?
erotic scenes. The manga just alluded to it and just had the designs of the characters were obviously some of them were busty and all that.
Right.
But they never it was never super lewd. It never
Of
showed
course.
them but the anime decided to go extra. And I guess
Extra,
the
woo!
TV station was like, whoa.
So what you're saying is he was pulling Mighty Keith. The titties!
Yeah. the anime people, yeah, they made it more lewd than the manga actually was.
Wow. That's a first.
LPH says, it 2020.
Current year.
Oh yeah, current year.
Yeah. That's even Japan is falling under this apparently. All of a sudden.
Yeah, but I gotta give Japan credit. Like, they're still saner than we are.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. You know what Japan calls and China calls the far left, right?
I'm actually curious. What do they call?
The white left. Because even though a lot of them say they're for people of color, it's mostly white people
Yeah, sadly,
who are
but
being
it's
offended
sad but
on
true.
our behalf.
You saying that's like a Pulp Fiction moment right there.
Oh yeah. You know what they call them? The white left.
They call it a royale with cheese.
Yep.
Basically.
But do they have Krusty's partially gelatinated, non-dairy based gum-based beverage? They call them shakes. Shakes. You don't know what
Shakes.
you're getting. Well, I know what I'm getting. Some
Stay down.
donuts.
Guys, Come on.
Help
Get
me
me
up
out of
here.
the seat.
They had a poke. They had to take a fork and poke the air out
Yeah.
of this.
The future's now, old man.
Exactly. That fight. You know, it's the first boss fight already lets you know how dope it's gonna be.
Dude, I swear, like, I'm disappointed that Bamco basically said no to Kiryu being in Tekken 7. So you know what?
But-
Bring him over to freaking DOA.
But you know, somebody said to Harada, you know, if Kiryu can't be in Tekken 7, can we at least put your likeliness in a Yakuza game?
Yeah, I saw
Right.
it, and he actually put that as its new profile pic on Twitter.
Harada, man, I'd love to like hang out with him.
Dude, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like even back in the day, he and Itagaki feel like they were like the cool guys at the FGC. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Much as they want to talk about Itagaki, he's still, yeah.
I have,
You know?
like, dude, I have more respect for both
Yeah,
him
exactly.
and the dudes over at Team Ninja than freaking Ono.
Yep.
Yeah, especially those animations for Sakura and Street Fighter V. Is like, ugh.
Ooh, I felt that. You guys will see in a second.
Oh,
Yeah, I felt that.
punt to the face.
Man, and that's just the beginning of his heat moves.
I know.
He has so many heat moves where where it's like Batman, where you're like, no, you killed that guy, Kiryu. No, I never kill. Yeah, no, but you killed that guy, Kiryu.
You hospitalized him. He's dead, technically.
He's dead, Kiryu. And then they
Stop!
just get up.
Stop! He's already dead.
My mom would watch me play Yakuza, and she'd be looking at this and be like, no, they're dead. How did he just get up? Like, oh, you slightly inconvenienced me.
Right.
Like, no, Kiryu murdered you. Kiryu murdered you.
How did they get back up? They're Michael Myers. That's why.
Pretty much.
Kiryu slaughtered you. He manslaughtered you.
Yo, speaking of slaughtering, yo, let's go.
Oh.
So what's the chat say?
LPH says, and this is year 1.
Yeah.
Or year
That's
0
easy.
if you, or year 0 since this is a prequel.
Oh yeah.
Year 0 taking place 7 years before the prologue of the first game.
What the hell? I dodged it. Huh, oh well.
Oh.
Do 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 do
At
do
least I'm getting a hang of it, which is good. You know what I mean?
do 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 do.
You know,
Oh,
I'm not
that
gonna lie.
song.
I actually like the system. I actually like the combat system in this game than say like the Arkham Knight, like the Arkham games.
Yeah, it's more free flowing, the combat.
I was actually well, not only that, but like with Batman, I didn't like it because you can just button mash. But with this series, you have to actually think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do.
Mhm. Yeah.
With Batman, it's just like just hit X
I mean,
to
that-
continue.
Right, and well, with you hitting different buttons for like punches and kicks, and you can do all sorts of stuff. That's what I meant by the free-flowing aspect.
No,
But
I got what you meant, dude. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I didn't. So thank no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I can definitely see you saying that, Jerry, which you just proved.
Brave.
And another thing too I like about the combat system here is that unlike, and this is another pet peeve I had with the recent Spider-Man game on PlayStation 4.
uh-huh.
I know that in some ways both Batman and Spider-Man respectively are supposed to be acrobatic and have like feel weightless when they're fighting. But there's one thing I like about the fighting style here in Yakuza. It feels like there's actual weight to every punch and kick. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying when I'm beating down baddies like this dude over here, I want to feel the punch. I want to feel the kick. I want to feel like the hit is actually connecting. Yeah.
Ooh, that QTE, man.
Mm-hmm.
Decided to look away again when I should be. Ah!
You
Ah!
best. You're trying to pull a Hachino no Impio. I'm sorry, you're not him.
Oh yeah, the Kuze is a former boxer, so he's like trying to be all, but he's old man now.
Yeah,
You're more
you
like
can't be like
Stallone in his old days.
you
Stay
can't be
down.
like you can't be like Hajime no Ippo because Hajime no Ippo actually broke many people's jaws boxing.
Dude, he's not even Stallone. He's Mickey.
Oh,
Basically, being an old
so-
man. Yeah.
the Mister, you're gonna eat lightning and you're gonna crap thunder.
Yeah, the only problem is there's gonna be no thunder. The only thing he's gonna be feeling is crap.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm about to put him in a hospital bed.
There's a couple of cool boss fights. There's all his boss fights are dope. With Kuze.
And Star Child says you fight this guy a lot more in this game. Well, of course.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. Yeah.
Just because of the first boss fight doesn't mean that they go down easily.
He's a
Clearly, yeah.
recurring boss fight, like I said. And they're all cool. Oh, like they're so cool. And the final time you fight him, you get a remix of his boss fight theme.
Oh,
All of
that's
a sudden,
awesome.
it's like, oh, this old man.
And then there's Kuze. He's dead.
Huh. If only, but no. He stay coming at you,
I know.
Yeah.
and it's like, bruh.
Did this boy just pull a John Cena on me?
What do you mean?
You know when he goes like
Oh, and he's chasing after you, and you're Randy Orton, so that makes sense.
yeah. You know what with this boss fight, should I just stick with Brawler or should I switch to Rush? Since you know more, Jerry.
I stuck with Brawler. I mean, Rush works though for sticking and moving.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Thanks for the heads up, man.
Yeah, and Star Child says the same thing. Just stick with Brawler.
I mean, it's a good all-around combat style usually. so-
Right. The well-balanced.
The one,
combat style.
the combat,
Yeah.
the combo I'd use is square is well, I guess for you it's X X Y.
So XXY?
The gut punch.
X,
because
X to the Y, Y, Y.
the gut punch X X Y, because the gut punch stuns.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah, I
get-
see what you're saying, yeah.
Stuns. Ooh, yeah, that gut punch.
There you go.
Yep,
Now I'm getting it. Thank you,
the
dude.
one.
There's that punt to the face again.
Ooh. Brutal.
You know, listen, you hitting on that that controller almost makes me think that you're playing with a fight stick instead.
You know, just for the heck of it, next month when I do get a fight stick, I want to try that out, actually.
And then you would be playing Dynamite Cop. But that's Yakuza themed. But too bad you couldn't even do any of those sick moves that Bruno McGurven or Bruno Dellinger does. Ugh. Why did I say Bruce?
Nice,
Bruno.
nice save, Kyle. Good job.
Still, I think that jumping tombstone pile driver is like the best thing in that game.
You know, I'm still surprised
True.
that still hasn't had a re-release on digital storefronts.
Mm-hmm. But funny to know that there was actually a third game that came more like just the beginning of the second game.
When Undertaker had that big evil theme.
Mm-hmm.
Dow, 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 dow. I don't know. I'm trying.
All I remember about Undertaker is having Kid Rock music in his entrance themes and Limp Bizkit.
Don't remind us. Why'd you have to
Yes,
remind us?
he had those two.
Why'd you have to
that
remind us,
was.
Kyle?
Oh yeah, that was American Badass era.
And
Undertaker,
rolling, yeah.
So.
And Star
AKA
Child,
Biker Taker era. So yeah.
anyway, Star Child says the grab moves work really good in this game too. I believe this game and Kiwami 1 used the same engine, and the rest used the Yakuza 6 engine, except for 7. I've only played the demo for those.
Kiwami 1 and 0 use the same engine, yep. Because Kiwami 1 even still has the 3 style thing.
Yeah, and then this game also had a PS3 release, but it was only in Japan, if I'm not mistaken.
That's why it looks, that's why 6 and Kiwami 2 look so much better. Graphics wise. I mean, they're both great.
And Yakuza 5 Remastered comes out this coming week.
Oh, that's right.
That it does.
Here's some money. I need money. I do. But that job I applied for, they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, boy. You know, the work, I need, because I'm trying to get a work from home job because I don't have a car.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And LPH says, that like 20 years ago. What's like 20 years ago?
I was saying, what was like 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, the Undertaker.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah, it
Undertaker.
was.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's. Wow, you must be really hungry.
And Arby's has good shit.
Yeah. No, that was a Simpsons thing. They kept dunking on Arby's for some
Really?
reason. And like for some reason, and the thing is, the funny thing, they asked him, they're like, why did you dunk on Arby's so much? They're not even bad. And the writer's like, oh, we just thought it was a funny name.
You know who should really dunk on? Wendy's.
I like Wendy's too. My uncle keeps taking me to Wendy's when he...
And Arby's have been giving a lot of references to pop culture in their advertising as of recent.
Yeah, they've been
Oh,
doing
yeah,
it for the
they
last couple of years, actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been pretty cool.
They've been doing Dragon Ball, JoJo, a lot of video games and anime.
Gundams even.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
Like
too bad. But still, too bad no Majin Buu pudding.
Nope.
Which they
Yeah.
did as that tie-in for Battle of Gods.
A guy on SoundCloud I follow actually did a troll remix. A troll remix of Beerus complaining about getting pudding. And he turned it into a song. He just took the lines from the Battle of Gods movie and turned it into a song. He made it like a rap. He's like, why don't you give me the pudding? Like, why don't you give me the pudding? And he turned it into a beat.
Oh wow. Are you sure it wasn't the over 9,000 guy who worked on that?
No. Yeah, but I mean, I know where you're getting from.
Yeah. And Starchild says Arby's has always been pretty good. Their commercials and advertisement team has really done good the past few years. Yeah, just like what we were talking about.
Definitely.
Oh, stomp to the balls. You figure with a move like that, that'd actually make a boss lose more of their health.
You would think.
You would think so, but no.
Nah.
The only move that Kiryu can do that is like always almost instantaneous win, or at least does crazy damage to near instantaneous win,
Yeah.
is the Tiger Drop.
Which I don't have yet, obviously, right?
No, that's one of his that's his most powerful. You have to get Dragon Style first.
Yeah.
in this game, and then power that up.
Make it up, God. Come on.
The Tiger Drop, if you don't know, in Yakuza games, is basically a parry, and you have to, and just like parries, you have to be really precise to be able to. Well, if you do, that thing kills everything.
Anyways, Star Child says that's the flying pile driver move, right?
No, it's the punch he does, where he drops on one knee and throws a punch, super quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a parry. Like you have to time it against their attack, and time it precisely, and then boom, he drops, boom, punch, and sends you flying.
Right.
Now the Tiger Drop you're thinking of, though, the wrestling move is like a pile driver, yeah. The one the Tiger Mask would do, right? Right, Metal Tiger Mask.
Yeah. Sounds like something. Yeah, Tiger Flying Press, Tiger Drop. Definitely sounds like something he would do.
Tiger Rodo.
Use heat action 20 times. Congratulations.
That's
You got an... Dude, congratulations! You got an achievement! No, I'm not gonna be that exaggerated.
Whoa.
funny though.
Yeah.
It's funny as the day I told my mom I said glip glop, and she said what?
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds like how it went.
LPH says, is Yakuza 5 be out next week? Yes, and we were just talking about LPH.
That we were.
If you bought the remastered, you should get it next week, downloadable.
Yes. Or if you bought the remastered collection, then you get yourself a empty PS3 case.
Yeah.
Just in case you imported it.
Wait, what?
Guess.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The physical release, it comes with an empty case of 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Or 5. One of the...
Wait, which
Or
one was
4.
which one was the one that didn't come out west for PS3? Was it 3?
5 was the last PS3 game
Okay.
until Zero and Kiwami, of course. But over here, 5 was the last PS3 game.
Yeah, but we got all the Yakuza games to release in the West before the remastered.
You know, I got a good question. Did Sega back then even explain why they stopped trying to make Yakuza a thing for a time?
At the time, I guess they thought it wasn't selling well. Because it really was niche. It was, I mean, only back in those days when it was PS2
Yeah.
and Yakuza 3 on PS3, like the only person I knew Yakuza was me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
never
no.
ran.
You were the one that introduced me to Yakuza back then too. I remember.
Yeah,
And
because I told people I was trying to spread the word. I remember telling you, yep.
Star Child says, yeah, probably sales, and LPH says, did anyone play Yakuza 7 yet? Nope, but that is on our radar for this year.
No, it's out in Japan. If you can read Japanese, and I mean fluent because it's an RPG, then you can
Yep.
import it. I showed a clip from that Yakuza 7. Did I show you? I didn't show you guys. I showed Metal, right, Metal?
Yeah.
That I gotta show you. No, not for now, but I'm gonna put it in.
Later,
in
I
the,
know.
I'm gonna put it in the Facebook chat so you guys can see. You guys gotta see it.
This sounds
That
good.
Yakuza- Oh my god!
This sounds good.
Can you tell me how to get to this?
Oh.
This sounds good. I'll never watch this later.
Yeah, when we talk later on Discord,
yeah.
we all gotta watch it.
I'm putting in the TGF chat, but of course not. Yeah, obviously for later. I put this is hilarious. You probably got the notification.
Yes, I just
Yes,
did.
we did.
And I'm faithful it's not showing up.
Yeah. Yeah, it only captures OBS only captures the game.
Which is good.
Starchild said, Wheels, Kyle, you're supposed to be watching.
I know I'm supposed to be watching. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I at least not have an excuse. I'm the one playing the game. That's why I'm being quiet.
Right. The rest
And-
of us are, yep.
I have videos of it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I know.
Wait, you do?
No, I just said I know that he said that in the chat.
Well, you played, yeah, because you played Yakuza 7
Mm-hmm.
on the demo.
And he says I was iffy about the gameplay first, but once I played it, enjoyed it.
Oh, there you go. hopefully that's what our buddy Alex feels, because he said he doesn't. He's like, I don't want to be an RPG. I'm like, well, we can give it a shot, you know?
For me, it's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, for you, yeah. Now you get to play Yakuza game your style.
Yeah.
But can we just be honest and just call it modern day Dragon Quest?
That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Oh, but don't forget, guys, it's not that. It's Persona.
Oh
Because
God.
everything's Persona.
The fans were like, it's Persona style, and I'm like, the character even literally says in the trailer, "Oh, Dorakue," literally saying Dragon Quest.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's Persona, then please explain to me why there is a copyright at the bottom screen saying Dragon Quest.
Yeah. The copyright claim for it too. Like, come on.
Gosh.
Like there's
Persona
there's a
didn't
lot
invent
between
JRPG.
reaching and asking someone if they were dropped on their head when they were a kid.
I mean, how dumb you gotta be to think Persona created JRPGs, considering the fact that Persona itself is a spin-off of a previous JRPG.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, here's the answer: DSP levels of retardation.
And Star Child says, instead of physically fighting, you choose attacks from a menu, and the character does them. Yeah, just like an
Or-
RPG.
Or since it's a particular holiday this month, low tier god.
Yep.
You know, our Kappa did that with him.
I know.
For the low tier guy, they put, yeah.
You're welcome, Jerry.
Did you beat him?
Almost.
And LPH. And long you don't say if Final Fantasy or God forbid Final Fantasy 7. Oh yeah, of course. It doesn't even.
Again,
It does
yeah.
not.
Final Fantasy VII invented RPGs. What about the 6 others before it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what about Dragon Quest? When it pretty much revolutionized that genre.
And, what else?
Star Child says, and running around the city is just like all the other Yakuza games. Well, yeah, of course.
That's good. I mean, the exploration part is still the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when you get into a fight, all of a sudden a menu shows up.
Yeah, just too bad no big huge open world. No, I mean,
Yeah.
you just take a look at Kamurocho. It's like, it's very small in size. You can like compare it to like that of just a plain village.
Yep.
Judge Eyes is the one that kept Kamurocho the same.
Yep.
You mean Judgment?
And he's down, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Right.
so that took you another 5 turns, just like the other boss fight.
Mhm.
It's all about the 5s today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You mean the fries?
The fries
too.
too.
Especially if we're talking about, especially if we had Rings of Redemption here.
Oh God.
Sorry, Metal.
What's funny is Metal, you there?
Yeah.
What's funny is I remember hearing stuff in the background. I'm like, "Who are you watching?" It's like, "Oh, that's Wings of Redemption fails." I'm like,
He's like,
"Oh,
you sure?
you're
sure
you're
about
watching yourself."
Because that's the funny thing, ladies and gentlemen. That was the funny thing. That's what we first thought. It was our boy Mel saying something inappropriate.
LPH says,
Well,
before
hey, at
Dra-
least I'm not demanding $10 a stream to play Call of Duty.
LPA
Yeah, I heard about that.
Or no, not even that. $10 an hour to play Call of Duty.
Oh God.
And LPH says, before Dragon Quest, it was D&D. Well, if you're playing RPGs and books, then yeah.
Mm.
And there's the main Dojima, the main head of the Dojima family.
So hey, Dojima.
Yep, that guy who tried to do
Sorry.
you-know-what to Kiryu's girlfriend in the first game.
Yeah, it's the whole reason
Yeah.
Kiryu got glopped.
Mm-hmm.
Reason why he went to prison.
Because it's like, oh, you killed this guy. But at the same time, like, I guess Japan doesn't have that, right? Oh, it was defense. It didn't count as defense, I guess.
Well, plus he took the blame, so his buddy
Yeah.
wouldn't get any heat on him, even though that probably would have been the best possible situation.
Yeah,
If he was low-ranking, pissant that nobody really gave a shit about, as opposed to Kiryu.
That needs to be a screen cap that we have for reactions. You sound like an effing moron.
we do need that. We do need that as a reaction image.
Chat, you know what to do.
right?
Star
That
Child
one
says,
too. You think that's gonna fly me?
Star Child says, I remember those VCR RPGs board games.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Like that Dragon Strike that James Rolfe reviewed when he first started board games a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Dragon Strike. What was
That-
it? Nightmare was another popular one.
That was a really weird
AKA
fad back in the
Atmosphere.
90s. That was like one of the
Whatever.
weirdest
have
fads I remember from the 90s. Was that?
no idea what that is.
VCR Golf.
Yeah.
The wrestling ones.
Oh yeah, those board games. What there were some board games where they had a VHS. I mean, yeah, VHS tape accompanied with it.
There was even a Star Trek one too, and the Star Wars one.
That was so weird. I remember trying that one time with like a football game. And I was like, how do you play football with a VCR? I mean, a VHS tape. It's just a board game with football. But it's like, how do you even play football as a board game to begin with?
Well, how do you play golf? Oh,
You know, we should do if we're all together, like how Team Four Star does. Speaking of, but I'm not gonna get into what they did. But I'm just, if we're all together in one place, I have Risk. We should play Risk.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Indeed.
I have Risk and Sorry and I have Crossfire, but I don't remember where my pellets are.
Yeah.
Crossfire.
Don't get caught up in that crossfire.
That's another one too. You love this accountability crap. There's a lot of great reaction images we can use just in this scene alone.
Show us what kind of a man you are. Commit harakiri.
No,
I
No.
know.
they commit. You beats me though.
Now,
Oh, that thing. Okay.
yeah, kind of pinky off, right? Now, is that
Oh,
for
yeah.
discipline?
Yes, that is a you beat Smith. Yeah, that's basically a punishment.
Yeah.
The idea behind it is that back in the days, they were all samurai swords they would use,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, the proper grip from a samurai sword, which I learned when I was younger, is you hold it strongly with your pinky and least strongly with your index finger. Matter of fact, your index finger, sometimes you could even just hang it off. You don't even have to grab the sword with it. So by cutting off your pinky, you're saying, I can't hold a sword anymore to fight. Since I messed up, I have to rely on you guys more.
Huh.
LPH says, remember the DVD game in some movies?
Some movies did
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
They did, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Speaking of DVD games, I have since I have an OG Xbox, I guess I can use it. Star Wars Episode 3 came with a demo for Battlefront
Oh, that's right.
That it did.
for Xbox. Yeah.
And Star Child says, I used to lay G.I. Joes on the crossfire board and shoot them up with the marbles. Lol. It's a form of visual degradation.
So it's official. We're officially kicked out of the Dojima family.
Yeah, for now.
Well, yeah,
For the rest of the
temporarily.
game.
I know.
For the rest of the game, but then yeah, obviously, why would he be called Dragon of Dojima if he wasn't?
Well, yeah, because again, this is a prequel to the first game, where we all know that how the events unfolded in the first one. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Seeing a lot of Kiryu, but still have not seen a lot of Majima yet.
Oh, you will soon,
We'll get there. We'll definitely get there.
and you'll play him. Yep.
Too bad this.
Well-
Too bad this doesn't have the dub that has Mark Hamill voicing him again.
I
Yeah.
was saying that to Metal. Was it Metal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that. I was
Yeah,
like,
it
that
was, yeah.
that was the perfect dub choice.
You know, a lot of people crapped on the dub. I actually liked some of the choices in the cast. Like Michael Madsen is
Michael Matt.
as Kiryu, right?
I don't think he was Kiryu, but he no. Michael Massey was Shimano.
Shimano. Okay, so who was
A big,
Kiryu?
a big Kiryu. I don't remember.
Let me check. That's what I'm...
PlayStation
that...
2 Yakuza.
Okay, let me see. Kazuma Kiryu. Who was he in English? He was voiced by Daryl Curlio. Or Curilo.
Oh,
Does it say
Daryl
anything else he's
Kurila.
known for, or just that role?
Oh, let's see. He played let's see. Some of his video game roles, he was in Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick. He did a voice in that game, and
Huh.
in the 2005 Punisher video game by THQ, he was John Saint Jigsaw.
Really? Huh. That's a little
And
ironic.
oh wow, in Tony Hawk's Project 8, he was Eddie X, the Colonel.
Huh.
And I think he was the main character in the From Software video game Ninja Blade that was on the 360 and PC.
3PC60.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Ninja
He
Blade,
was
that was the Ninja Gaiden clone from Software, right?
yes, the cinematic Ninja Gaiden clone.
Now, I only had a chance to play the demo. I never had a chance to play the full title when it came out. How was that actually from as a From Software title?
It was all right. Wasn't really anything too special, but it was all right.
You remember a game for PS2, a shooter that actually looked good on the PS2? What's it called? Gun?
Yes,
Was it Gun?
the
The FPS one?
From the Oh no, that was
Activision.
Black. That was Black.
Black. Yeah. that's the
yes,
one.
yes, Black. Oh
yeah,
yes.
that was the FPS from Criterion.
Yeah. I liked that one.
Mm.
I only played the demo for it because motion sickness.
Oh yeah. Well, let's not forget this was still back in the day when most first-person shooters on console was still locked at 30 frames. For
30,
some stupid
yeah.
reason.
Starchild says a couple things. First one, he says the documentary I watched a while back about the Yakuza games explained that they mostly just take money now instead of taking fingers. And the second one, I have a fistful of Boomstick. That game was pretty fun.
They do now because it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
to- Also because of how you can if you left the Yakuza or whatever, you'd be ostracized because, oh, look at that guy's obviously missing pinkies.
Yeah.
There's a pastor in Japan. He became a pastor. He was a Yakuza, and he was old school, so he was missing like 3 whole fingers.
Damn.
Huh. Dang, man.
He has fake fingers.
Huh.
They don't do much. They're just there so that way people don't get freaked out. Oh, you're missing fingers.
Right. Tachibana.
立花。
Tachibana is a very important person.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Wheels? I mean, Kyle. Golly,
Nothing else in the chat has been said.
really?
Really. After Starchild says I have a fistful of Boomstick, that game was
Oh.
pretty fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, interesting enough, it was from the same team that did a game called State of Emergency. You remember that game, right, Jer?
I had that game.
Oh God. Smash the corporation.
I had it and then I took it back.
Oh,
Because
Got
it
it.
wasn't that good, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so it's going down. I'm going to save it here.
Even the
Chapter
cover
two.
art. Even the cover art for that game was very questionable. How it explained itself not suitable for people 17 or younger. It's like you already have the M rating in the game. You don't
Yeah.
really need to over-explain it.
Well,
It was
that's the
trying to
problem.
be like the marketing was like, see, this is for this is
Exactly.
great.
See, that's the problem, which I don't like with materials. Like, it was made clearly for controversial sake. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like BMX Triple X.
Exactly.
I need to
And the
get
reason why I failed because it was a horrible game, not because of
Yeah.
know.
it was a poor because it was Dave Mira, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that was the game that made Dave Mira just say, "Okay, I'm gonna head on out because I no longer want to be a part of your crap."
Exactly.
It was gonna have his name, and he was like, nah.
Yeah. At first he thought because he didn't realize it was that gonna be that big of a deal. He said yes, but from when he really looked at the material, he was like, nah, son, I don't want my name anywhere.
Starchild says a couple other things. Tachibana, lol, I remember this guy. And the second one, the PS1 Evil Dead game is really hard.
Well, yeah, because it was trying to be a poor
Resident
man's
Evil.
attempt of a Resident Evil clone. Yeah.
Check out the storyline for this guy, Tachibana.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, Kyle and Jeff and Mel.
Please.
The storyline?
Yeah, the cutscene going on.
Yeah, currently
Because it's
going on.
important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Tachibana, Wolf, look at his
Kiryu in a robe.
the poor. Yeah, that's also funny. And he was taking a shower earlier.
Yep.
They were in need of cleaning, so I took the liberty to clean your clothes. I will have them back to you momentarily. Tachibana-san, was it?
Operated real
Got your
estate
bonus?
business in Kamurocho.
Please be at ease. I'm a civilian. Okay.
Yep. That's a very
He's
good
like-
question, Kiryu.
I'd love to go have a few drinks with you, but I'm a minor. He
Yeah.
just seems like he's like one of those people who would actually say that.
So Pitchford.
So you see how he's eating one hand?
Basically.
Yes.
That's well. Check that out.
Oh, prosthetic.
Mm.
I wonder
Star
how
Child.
that happened.
Ooh. Oh, so he's gonna learn alchemy, huh? He's gonna be a state alchemist.
So he says, "My right hand is prosthetic. Please excuse my table manners. I lost it years ago, and now it aches in the cold months. I feel it throbbing down to the fingertips, even though it's gone. Painkillers have no effect,
Ooh.
so I simply live with the pain." That's
Phantom
like,
pain. Oof.
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's crazy
live
that there
with
are
that kind
levels
of
of pain, like phantom pain, like that. I never knew that.
Mhm.
that
He's not
painkillers
even,
do
you know,
nothing.
Venom Snake.
Yeah.
Star Child says, yeah, he has a tough life from here on out. And
Boy, does
se- and second one, he says the phantom pain.
We don't talk about that.
Sudanthium. You int- What are you talking about? The sunflower. Oh, you mean the official flower of my state?
Oh, that's
sunflowers
right, 'cause
scare me.
Kiryu's orphanage was called the
Sunflower Orphanage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you heard me, Kyle. I said sunflowers scare me. You know why?
Well, Jerry, let's not forget, there's also another thing that scares you too. Lighthouses.
Oh yeah, lighthouse scared me, and I won $100 for that. So hey,
Yeah.
Hey.
It might be a win-lose, but you still won $100.
yeah, exactly. Hey,
You got
yes,
the last
phantom
laugh.
pain. I know phantom pain is real because my grandma.
Yeah.
It's a real thing, man. Who knew? Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah, Kiryu. It's not like a thing that's called loose lips.
Think chips?
Exactly.
Glug, glug.
And Star Child says, yeah, phantom pain is real. Oh, we know. Anybody play the game Vagrant Story?
Actual phenomenon.
Oh man, years ago I played that.
Yep, Vagrant Story. Its Japanese name was called Phantom Pain.
So
Yeah, I know
why they
that. I
changed
never
it?
knew.
I didn't know that either. I wonder why they changed it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because
Do you want to hear the
Kojima was.
story some
Kojima
homeless guy,
threatened
or do you
Susan,
want to hear
like,
about
he's like,
Fantasy Lands?
Years later, I'm gonna use that name, so I can't have you use it.
But
You know-
still, Vagrant Story was hard.
Oh yeah. Well, isn't it from the same team that did Final Fantasy Tactics?
Yes. Yeah, Yasumi Masuno, the guy who worked on Final Fantasy Tactics, was the guy who created Vagrant Story.
Now, if I recall correctly, years ago when Final Fantasy 12 was still in development,
Mm-hmm.
he was the original director behind that project, right?
Yes.
And he left because he basically had a mental breakdown.
Prolonged illness.
Oh man.
Yeah, basically, by the time when Sakaguchi left Square, he took some of the people who worked closely with Matsuno with him when he formed Mistwalker, and Matsuno did not come back to work on Final Fantasy XII for about a month because of the sudden leave.
Oh wow.
And then he came back, and then within the next year, within I think it was either in late 2004 or mid 2005, that's when he officially stepped down from Final Fantasy 12.
Okay. Oh wow, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Because he said he had a prolonged illness, and he just either that or something else was really bugging him where he couldn't even put in his full commitment.
Mm.
But that wasn't the last time he got involved with Final Fantasy because he was the guy who wrote the storyline for the Return to Ivalice Alliance Raid series for Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's good.
Yeah, it was officially part of the Stormblood expansion in 2017.
Let's just hope he returns for 16.
I want him to return for official Final Fantasy Tactics 2. You know, it's set in that same style as the first Tactics.
Right, I get what you're saying.
Because I mean, I do like Tactics Advance and Tactics A2, but they just don't seem like they have that those dark themes like what were present in Tactics. Because that's what made me really enjoy Tactics when it came out on the PS1 back in those days.
Yeah. Speaking of which, guys, I know we're still streaming, but I saved just in case.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Good
Yeah.
idea. Very good idea. Especially with this game.
And Star Child says the Ivalice storyline in Final Fantasy XIV was really good. Well, yeah. Especially when you got the one of the two creators of Ivalice being a part of that storyline. The second guy who created Ivalice was Hiroyuki Ito, who was the co-director of Final Fantasy VI. And yeah, he co-directed Final Fantasy VI with Yoshinori Kitase.
But do you like Final Fantasy 12? That's the question.
Do I like Final Fantasy 12? Oh, of course I do. I like it a lot better with the Zodiac Age re-release.
For some reason, I could never got into 12 to be bluntly honest.
12, the vanilla version of 12, yeah, that was really hard to get into.
Yeah, I remember playing the vanilla one, and I was like,
But Zodiac Age is definitely a much better game.
There's a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of quality of life improvements. Like you can, there's a thing where you can speed up the motion of the game like 4 times speed, even though you can actually still play the game, or the game's clock still flows in real time, you can still play in 4 times speed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it'll help you get through some of those long dungeons a lot faster.
Oh, I got pocket tissues.
I wish more RPGs had that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for...
Well, you remember that Chrono Cross did that on the PS1 after you beat the main game once.
Yeah,
I was going to say, speaking of that, because the Shenmue 2 final dungeon I did, but you didn't see it, right? Cause
No.
You want to be fresh for it.
Yes.
But that final dungeon, let's just say that final dungeon, even I, as much as a Shenmue player I am, I messed up a couple of QTs.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It wasn't the boss fight against Ogre. I mean, that guy that you're fighting in that competition, was it?
No, that was the rando. That guy's in all those fights except for 3. All those fights are optional.
Yeah.
Except not well at the end. Well, okay, to get to you. I mean, who you pick to fight is completely optional, because you do have to do some fights to get noticed to do the 3 fights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Tang Ching Wong here has never been down. Can opponent down him? That's all those fights basically, like Carnival Bark going. Ping Tang Wong here has always trained a hard head.
You know, since
If you
we're talking about
hurt his
Shenmue,
head, you win $10.
I haven't played Shenmue 3 yet, but if there's one thing I'm hoping for Shenmue 4, and I'm kind of disappointed they didn't do this with 3, 4 definitely needs a more modernized gameplay style than what 3 was.
Well, that's why I said even in my stream in here. That's why you need RGG Studios, man.
Exactly. Like, and again, I'm not trashing you. I'm glad he made the game he wanted to make.
Yeah.
But the problem was that was a design that would have been acceptable back in 2003 and 2004, not in 2019 or 2020. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this right now, I don't get why people are crapping on the graphical look of the game. It looks good for a mid-tier
Especially
PS4
for an
game.
indie game. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what people tend to forget.
Yeah, it was a Kickstarter game. It wasn't a game with a really big budget.
Well, it was, but the problem was that I feel like this is the biggest problem that people have with the association of Kickstarter. They think all the money that they get from the total is going to be the entire budget of the game.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly.
realize That's the
Exactly.
same with any project, like say a film, TV show, what have you. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's also marketing budget. There's also
Taxes to
it
Kickstarter,
is
taxes to
Tax,
yeah.
the company
It,
itself.
taxes,
they think
paying
it's
the
just
voice
all pumped
actors.
into the game. Yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
taxes. The finger thing means the taxes.
taxes. Yeah, I love that. The PTA is disbanded. Ah!
Please don't disband it.
The PTA has not disbanded.
The scary
And
thing is
Star-
Zach Hawkins do a damn good job of it too.
And Starchild says a couple more things. He says, "Yeah, normal FF12 was just too dumbed down. I think I remember buying it when it came out, and I felt like they were insulting my intelligence when I was playing it." And then the second one, I got the art book strategy guide for free though. Oh yeah, I remember that when GameStop did that. It's like if you
Hey,
if you bought the game, then they'd give you the option to get like a free strategy guide.
sorry to cut you off, Kyle, but Jerry, the guy you were referring to last time when we were streaming, is this the guy you were referring to, Giant Man?
Yes, him. You will lose. Don't
Okay.
feel bad.
No,
You
I know,
will
but
most
I just
likely lose.
wanted clarification. That's why I was asking.
God, he's like the Russian in the
He steals
2004
your money.
Punisher
You have to
movie.
run from him until you get
Okay,
stronger.
so this is Mr. Shakedown.
Yep. You can beat him. By saying you will lose, it's just more like 99% chance.
Right,
But you can beat him. If you beat him, you get a trophy for it.
right. Oh, wow! Damn!
Yeah, you see the damage? Yeah. But he has an easy figure out pattern.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the sad thing is he's easy to read, but yeah, you're right. Damn.
Yeah, boom, dead. This
Star
early
Child-
in the game, you'll most likely lose. That's what I mean by you will lose. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just most likely because yeah.
No, that's
But-
the crazy thing. He's
Well,
easy
once
to
you get
read.
strong, yes, he is. He's his pattern. If you can, yeah, it's just the damage.
You're not half bad, but you still took big, huge chunks of his health, Giant Man.
Yeah.
And LPH says, for some reason, I can't get into Final Fantasy games. Well, hey, it's cool. I mean,
My
No,
dad's
what-
like that. He's just like, oh.
there's a lot of games that people can't get into. I mean,
No,
and
that's
there's
completely
some,
true.
yeah, like for me personally, like me, it's hard for me to get into games like Fortnite or any MOBA garbage.
Well, that's
And for
because
me,
of how.
it's Souls games. I just can't
Yeah.
get into them.
I think it's because of more fact of
Bloodborne,
how media
on
has
all
been
the Souls
pushing
games.
games onto others, saying like, "Oh, you need to play this game." When
Yeah.
it's not the case. Like, I'm not
Exactly.
trashing Fortnite or the Souls games because there are some Souls games I like from software, but it still stands. I feel like it's more of the problem with what's topical these days instead of what should be.
You have to play. It's like, no,
Exactly. Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
I don't.
But going back to what we were talking about Final Fantasy, I think the biggest issue is that Square Enix hasn't done anything drastic with the IP in a long time.
No.
I feel like that's the reason why that individual can't get into the franchise is because to him it feels like it's been stagnant and on the same path for the last couple of years. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And
Which
Starchild says that the
continue.
guy I work with was able to beat Mr. Shakedown the first time, but he plays these games a lot and knows all the little things.
Exactly. Like for
There's
clarification, the
all
last
this-
I could not. I lost to him the first time. I did a new game and beat him the first time. You catch me?
Mm-hmm.
Like after, because I was able
Gotcha.
to, like the first time though I lost too.
yeah, like
I
for
was like, what the
clarification,
heck?
the last Yakuza game I played was Yakuza 2, and that was back 2008.
I think that was 05 even now.
Yeah, but when I got it, I'm saying like I got
No,
like
no, wait, no. The first one is 05.
Yeah, and it took
Yeah,
a couple
they-
years for Yakuza 2 to come over here.
Yeah, and that was a late PS2 game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A game that came out late in its life cycle, so
The
it's probably
transition
wonder.
from 2 to 3 was really weird. I'm talking about the PlayStation consoles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, also Yakuza 2, and it was on PS2, and Yakuza 3 was on PS3.
Mhm.
And that-
Yeah, because I remember they did the same thing too with it wasn't just Sega, it was also Sony themselves with the God of War series.
And LPH says, back in the days, I call games like FF7, Ocarina of Time, and Halo overrated.
Yeah, I agree. I mind you, this is coming from someone who loves the Halo franchise. You know what I mean?
I was like LPH too. I was like, yeah, because I didn't hate those games. I was just it's just like, yeah, I'm like, y'all think these games cure cancer or something.
You want to know what games I find to be overrated in this day and age, aside from Fortnite?
Which ones?
Anything that Sony currently puts out right now under
Oh
their
yeah,
name.
all those cinematic
Thank
games.
you.
Horizon, The Order,
The Last of Us.
Last of Us.
I've been saying this since the start of the generation, but no, apparently I'm crazy to think that.
God of War 2018.
Yep.
Days Gone. And,
I love how Sony's like, we got a bunch of exclusives, yeah, but they're all the same game technically.
yeah.
And people like to make fun of Nintendo and Microsoft.
The only
being
one I
stagnant.
liked out of those was Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's sad.
Spider-Man.
The only two I actually enjoyed when I had my short tenure of owning a PlayStation 4 was Spider-Man and God of War 2018. Those only were 2 games.
And Star Child says, yeah, FF14 is the best Final Fantasy right now because it has the perfect blend of everything. FF15 had big fanfare when it came out, but ran into a lot of issues.
Yeah, exactly. 15 at first, but no, I like 14 more. And I haven't even tried it.
He said if 14 hadn't been out to fund the rebuilding of Final Fantasy 15, I think it could have been a far worse disaster.
Yeah. I'm just glad that 14 is finally coming to the Xbox, hopefully, you know what I mean?
Hopefully.
Because I'm one of those people is like, look, I don't care how good or bad your platform is. The more you have your game on said platform, the better it's going to do revenue-wise, you know what I mean?
I think I was telling you that, Kyle, right? Like how games consoles should have more diversity.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're talking about that in the GVO stream.
Yeah, the consoles should have more diversity in the different genres and the different styles from around the world instead of being catered to one particular.
No style doesn't mean it should only do that.
It's like for Xbox, I want it to be diverse in both Western and Japanese ideologies, not be more catered towards Western gamers.
And the good thing is especially what we've seen for the last 2 E3s, that seems to be the case, which is great. But the funny thing is you can say the same thing about PlayStation because they only cater to weebs, you know what I mean?
It's because Japan themselves don't play those games. Doesn't mean that American players won't play those Japanese games on
Exactly.
Xbox.
I find it funny that both Xbox and PlayStation have the same problem, yet it's on the opposite sides of one another, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we were saying, Xbox had a problem with getting Japanese support, but now they're doing better. But the opposite could be said about Sony because, let's be blunt, most people who play on Sony are weebs. But they had issues with Western, but now they're doing somewhat better than they were, like, say, last generation.
Got, like, COD stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing is Sony's solution is, let's have these timed COD maps.
You know, like the crap that Xbox did last gen.
It seems like like that's always been the case. With whatever first-party publisher, they always have some sort of drastic flaw. Like for Xbox, it's Japanese support, whereas with Sony, it's either timed exclusivity or it's making their games way too cinematic. For Nintendo, it's always been third-party support.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, if there's one thing I can say about Xbox and PlayStation these days, I feel like that the people behind them are starting to realize and grow a sense of consciousness that what they've been doing these last couple decades, they need to stop and actually reevaluate. Where Nintendo, that's sadly not the case. They're doing this still, they're still miserly thing they've been doing for the last couple decades. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, granted, they are getting better, but there's still a lot of work to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they are getting better, but when you hear that new guy doing, like, really stupid crap, like saying, oh, my favorite game is, personally, from last year, the game that gave us the most controversy, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
What's going on in the game?
We're at Kiryu's apartment right now.
Yep, he and Nishikiyama are having.
Like the only time you see it.
Yeah,
Like the only time you see that apartment.
Yeah.
he's just basically getting a Nishi up to speed.
Remember
No,
that time they
let's be even real here. They're having a bromance right now in Kiryu's apartment.
basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. And what were you gonna
I
say?
was gonna say, yeah. Remember that time they put an actual card-ass arcade game in their game?
Pokemon?
No, the battling bug beauties one.
Oh
And
yeah, they did. Yeah.
it's like an actual like card-ass like arcade game, like a full-fledged card-ass
Star-
arcade game.
Star Child says, I know a couple of years ago they got FF14 to run on an Xbox One in hopes of adding it to crossplay, but if I remember right, the crossplay negotiations fell through. Actually, Star Child, what happened was, Square was able to get Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn working on the Xbox One or the Xbox 360, or I think it was mostly Xbox One. But what they wanted to do was that in order to save on costs in building a separate building a server to play the game on the Xbox One, they asked Microsoft if they could have access to their Xbox Live service, so that way they can minimize the cost. But Microsoft pretty much said no, and that's why Final Fantasy XIV has not shown up on the Xbox One.
Which is a good thing that
There's
it
your
looks like it's
answer.
going to be the case nowadays, because people tend to forget that regimes can change, and thankfully it looks like things have been working out for the better for Microsoft these last couple of years. It's kind of like the same thing, funny enough, like with the game we're playing right now with Sega. Like whoever that new guy is that's been running the reins of Sega these last couple of years, he's been doing a damn better job than whoever was his predecessor. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, I can humbly say that he's the reason why that we actually have been getting this love of Yakuza. as of late.
LPH and LPH says a few things. He says, and the worst. I think I'm not sure what he's referring to on the worst, but he says, and Nintendo. I mentioned they have trouble with third-party support, and he says, and the PC gamer, too many elitists. That's what their problem is.
Really?
I mean, there are.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Like, I have my problems with EGS, but the fact that they say like acting like it's the end of the world, like, come on, man.
Nah. And Startel says, okay, I knew something weird had happened. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm doing the episode 11 of my retrospective series right now with still capturing footage, because I have that written down in my script about why the game did not come to Xbox One to begin with.
Which I'm still looking forward to finally debuting when it does, you know what I mean?
You know, speaking of which, I remember this past week, Phil Spencer said that both Sony and Nintendo are not Microsoft's competition because they're looking at both Amazon and Google as competition in this day and age.
I can see it. Because apparently, the next big thing is streaming, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, I can see
look
Sony
at
saying the
the,
same thing in the next couple of years, to be honest, too, you know what I mean?
I mean, the Stadia is just like
Yeah, the Stadia is the Stadia, but like...
no, I'm saying that I agree with that, and the Stadia is just too soon
It's crap,
failed
yeah.
because they didn't our internet still sucks in the U.S.
Oh, LPH says, and the worst question about Final Fantasy games. If you want to know what the worst Final Fantasy game is, it's Final Fantasy 14 1.0.
Oh yeah, the original version of
Before
14.
it got-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was. I
that
remember
br-
that was the huge shit show back when it.
Oh, yeah.
the
was
broken
launched.
mess. That pretty much damaged the brand.
Well, hey, though, look how far they've come. They pretty
Yeah.
much tore it all down, rebuilt it to something that was actually worth something.
Like another business example, No Man's Sky, like especially how Sony treated that team. But they did the
That
right thing.
actually got patched, yeah. And
Yeah, they got up, they dusted the dirt off their shoulders, metaphorical shoulders of my head, and got back to work and didn't listen to any of the hate, any of the criticism, and they righted the ship. And look at it now, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what people say, Sony did throw them on the bus.
And Starchild says, Google shut down YouTube upload support for Xbox One a while back. Now you have to jump through hoops to upload game footage to YouTube from Xbox One.
I'm sorry, what?
yeah,
YouTube upload support on Xbox One was shut down because of Google.
Dang it, Google.
Yeah. Pretty much them and Facebook are the evil entities of the internet.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Facebook support was taken off PS4. Remember? All of a
And
sudden,
that was just so
Was,
recent
yeah.
too. I think last
Mhm.
like
last
now,
month,
now I
right?
can only upload clips to Twitter.
Ugh.
Like if I want to upload a short clip that's too short for YouTube, I gotta do it to Twitter.
Yep.
Speaking of, did
Wow.
you see that clip, Kyle, where I uploaded from Skyrim where I made Alfina
I know
kill
you
and then
said.
get killed?
Yeah, I saw that just
Sorry to
recently.
cut you guys, but yeah, I know you said Jerry that this is the only time we get to see his apartment.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at how, even though it's like this is the only time, I'm surprised at how limited it is. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude,
Like the only thing you
him
can do
and
is just walk around.
only see their apartment once, and him and Majima live in just basically like for as much money as they're making, their apartments are crap.
Yeah.
I will say, even though that looks like crap, I would definitely sleep in that place.
They have Majima has less. He has nothing in his apartment. Kiryu at least has beer bottles and stuff.
Yeah.
Majima has nothing.
So basically, Majima's is like a
Not
prison
even a
cell,
bed.
basically.
Not even a bed.
Not
Just a prison,
even.
just
And
a
what's
prison
funny,
cell, basically.
if you see Majima when you meet him, he is a high roller. He's making mega bucks.
And LPH says, is Sony next? Probably, depending on how Jim Ryan does with Sony, since he's the worldwide president.
I hate to say this, but I have a feeling that Sony might be next because I don't know about you guys, but it always follows a trend with each generation. It's either Microsoft doing bad, or the following generation, it's Sony and going back and forth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I hope to be I want to be proven wrong, and I hope both do a phenomenal job this upcoming generation. I'm just saying, there's a thing known as history tending to repeat itself. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So we're going back to Kamurocho?
Mm-hmm. But first, I'm gonna save just to make sure.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, since we're like so many, not too far from ending,
Mm-hmm.
and you never know if it's gonna be a big old fight. We gotta go. Oh, never mind.
Exactly. Yep.
Or we get glip-glopped.
Seems like there's a lot more stronger lighting in Yakuza 0 than there is in Kiwami, just looking at this.
And if I recall correctly, Jerry, you said that they use the same exact engine, right?
Kiwami 1 and 0, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, you're on.
Ah!
That's
They're actually called the Men in Black. Funny.
Oh,
those are the triads. If you even notice when you're beating them up, they have Chinese names.
Yeah.
No, that guy says okay. No, never mind. They're not. They're all Japanese guys.
Yep.
And Star Child says,
Usually the triads are the ones in black.
Right.
Usually.
Star Child says a couple things. Yeah, Majima is the rich guy in this game, and he unleashed a third comment. Second comment, he says, you just have to remember to buy health items at the stores. And third, if you pull them over by the truck, you can slam them on the bumper.
Oh yeah, you can.
Good
Hey, so
time.
do that right now.
Oh, matter of fact, and buy some health items.
Yeah, I definitely want when I'm done with these guys.
You're near. You're near a
Never mind.
You're near.
I try to get the guy in the bumpers. My apologies. But I already let you go. You're on the ground bleeding.
The car door too. Go turn around and behind you is a
Oh
store.
yeah. Okay, thank you, dude. Oh, you're talking about the yellow icon at the bottom of the map, right? Well, basically, oh yeah, that M right there, right? M store Tim. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mart, basically the
Yeah,
the
that
whole,
one. M. Yep.
the whole Apple Mart, like
Ah,
Shinmu.
Yeah. Too bad this ain't this. Too bad this has no connection to Shenmue, right, guys?
Right.
No, it has no.
yeah. So you want toughness and staminans. Forget
Yeah.
the Tauriners. Staminan covers that. Tauriners only recover heat. Staminan recovers health and heat. So you just want toughness and staminans.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yes.
dude.
there's no connection between this game or Shenmue. But hey, at least you bought
Very nutty.
merchandise.
That's a good. Okay, that's a good one.
What's up?
You brought it back.
Well, I said there's no connection between this or the Shenmue franchise. You're absolutely right, Jeff. But hey, at least you bought merchandise.
Ah!
Or especially since you bought merchandise.
Nice.
Oh, mistranslations.
How we love them.
And StarTel says, I think the best store is at the bottom of the map.
Don Quixote it has more stuff, yeah. Which,
Don
by the way,
Quixote.
Don Quixote is a real store in Japan, a real chain,
Oh, really?
and it's basically the Family Dollar of Japan.
Interesting.
Oh, really?
Like when I keep going to Family Dollar because it's right there.
Well, dude, you're not the only one. Trust me.
I
There's no
remember coming
shame.
to Chicago and then seeing a Family Dollar here, and I didn't know what a chain was because I'm like, they got Family Dollars in Springfield too. That's crazy.
Right.
I thought it was a Chicago only thing.
I mean, trust me. There's been times I've had that realization too. You know what I mean?
And StarTel says it has a bunch of stuff stacked up inside of it. I guess he's referring to that store he was referring to at the bottom right.
Yeah,
Right.
Don Quixote.
Yeah, Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
Yeah, not Don Quixote,
Donkey.
just Don Quixote.
Donkey.
No, what?
One of those things where we're playing you say tomato, I say tomato, it seems.
Mm.
Something like, if you want to learn Spanish, I'll teach you.
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry is an expert over here, right?
Tang.
Yeah, I mean Don
Tango
Quixote,
Dinero?
Don Quixote, that's a Spanish legend, isn't it?
It's a play. It was a
Or-
play written by a guy named Cervantes.
Mm.
Yep.
Don Quixote. Like un don is like Lord, like, or like high, like if you're high standard, even though you're not a lord, we'll still say don. Like Italians do that too. Don. Oh, hey, it's the don.
Oh, hey. More Men in Black.
Yeah.
I wonder if these guys are actually Chinese or not. Nope.
So they're not Chinese cartel?
No. They'll have Japanese names. You see Hiraoka. But it's because a lot of the triads will be also Men in Black, and they'll say. But I guess this game doesn't really focus on the. Oh yeah, it does. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? It totally does.
And LPH says, some days I miss some of my old store in the Bronx or the BX or whatever.
BX Borough, but Bronx.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Nice little film grain effect after you defeat
I
those
showed you.
enemies.
Speaking of stores, I showed you the place that it's now like a studio or something. The corner store where I first saw Sam show
Yeah.
when I was a kid in Chicago. I was like, it's.
Sammy! Oh, Sega Sammy reference
Yeah.
with that board.
I'm trying to recall where to
Bec-
go.
Because remember, Sega
Well, check
Sammy.
the map.
Yeah, so
Sega Sammy Holding.
A big pink spot. Yeah.
Ah,
So yeah, you should see a big pink dot. I don't see it anywhere.
I know, nor do I.
Check his options. Usually like his pager or something will say it.
yeah.
Pager.
Surgeon? No.
You have 2 unread messages, yeah.
Sunichi 72 4106. Let's go for what you're up to. Yeah, that's it.
The pocket bell, the pager. And StarChild says there's a Sega store on here too that has a lot of arcade games in it. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Sega Arcade, which I saw Jeff scroll by.
Like Fantasy Zone and Outrun. Which Jeff's gonna
Reddit.
have to. Yeah, Jeff's gonna have to play a lot of Outrun in this game.
If he wants
yeah,
the
that's
Dragon
right.
style, yeah,
Yeah.
which- you want.
So that's how I get the Dragon Style?
Yeah, you have to do the real estate side stuff. And one of the real estate side stuff bosses, there's 5 bosses you gotta fight. And like one of them is a gamer. He's like, I can't physically fight you, but I'll do a video game competition. And it's to beat him in Outrun.
Looks
That's
like you're
so-
fight. Looks like you're fighting a bunch of Shuhei Yoshidas there in that group.
Ah.
This is for not porting. No,
Yes.
porting this. This is for making the office move to California, and they keep censoring everything.
Yeah, I don't care what people say. He was definitely demoted as of late.
Yeah, Yoshida demoted for the wrong reasons.
LPX said half the stores in Third Avenue where he went as a kid is mostly gone. I know, right? Same
Yeah,
here. A lot of stores me and Jeff went to are gone.
ditto,
We,
yeah.
me and Jeff also used to have an arcade, and that's gone.
Yeah, that's been gone, I think, for officially 10 years now, yeah.
I remember downtown there was a mall downtown that had an arcade.
Hmm.
There was another arcade that Jeff would go to, and there's still an arcade in the Holyoke Mall.
Yeah, but that was just like that was put there recent as of recent, right?
And it's just like now okay, the Holyoke Mall has round one now. I
Yeah.
forgot. And round one actually does have fighting games and all that, like proper arcade games. Uh, if you want to go to Holyoke Mall and go to round one, which is what I want to do because I want to like revive the FGC in Springfield.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But thank you. If you mean it for real, thank you. Even if it's
No,
hard.
no, seriously.
Right.
Like, it's elite. You
I
can't.
get money. I'll try and do that.
Where's that? Oh, here we go. Okay, I was about to say.
Help me! Keep your damn mouth shut. Oh,
Giggity out of you.
I'm the kind of punching back that punches back.
Yeah, he has a lot of lines for those punks.
mm-hmm. Those witty one-liners, kind of like Clint Eastwood.
Not complaining. Good line.
Really, they're called hooligans. They should be called Men in Black again.
No, I mean they're not wearing all black. See,
I know, but
that guy's red shirt.
they all yeah, I guess that's true. But they just seem like they all have some shade of black they're wearing.
Yeah, I mean they do. You know, to be a man in black, you have to wear a black suit and black sunshades.
Yeah.
Plus,
That's the rules.
Did you get
and
the memo?
not only that, but you got to fight extraterrestrials.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
And have a cool cartoon that's cooler than your movies.
Yeah, I know, right?
I love that cartoon.
Not only the cartoon, but yo, that theme was.
Yes.
Mwah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I
How
hear
does
the
this
Men in
happen?
Black.
Well, you crossed your path. Well, your path was crossed with Kiryu. That's how it happened.
Exactly.
You let it happen. There's no one to blame but yourself.
Star Child says, I remember when I started playing the Japanese version of this game, those people were handing out tissues, and I kept getting them thinking they were Pop-Tarts. I didn't find out what they really were until my coworkers started helping me.
Pop-Tarts.
And then LPH says, back in the day, I would always go to an arcade called Fun World.
Fun world. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Baby's Kids.
Oh no! I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Now we're about to hit a safe spot here pretty soon because we're
Yep.
right at the mark.
There we go.
Good news is there is a safe spot there.
Yes, there is, and I think we ended on a nice route by violence.
Yeah. Good way to go.
Violence solves everything in the world of Yakuza.
This ain't violence, Jack. This is violence, Kiryu.
Mm-hmm. Star
God.
Child
God,
also
he said
said,
I was with the Baby's Kids. Woof.
Star Child also says the icon in the inventory for the tissues kind of look like Pop-Tart packages.
All right, so Jeff is saving. Let's plug.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let Jeff go first, I guess.
Okay,
All right.
Then Kyle, then Mem.
Oh, continue. Sorry about that.
Nice.
I'm currently on a hiatus on streaming on my own end, but when I do eventually get back, you can find me over at mixer.com/16bitjeff for the time being. Until what's been going on with Twitch is fixed. When that eventually is taken care of, I will switch back over to twitch.tv/16bitjeff. So look forward to that. But the best way to get in contact with me is through Twitter, twitter.com/16bitjeff. And also for our Discord. Us as a group or individually, it's the best way to get in contact with us and to chill, talk with
Kyle,
us.
you have the Discord link?
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah,
While
I
Kyle's
can get
getting that, you can also click on the icon at the bottom of the video player. It's, easy. Automatic invite over there. That's it for me.
All right, Kyle, what you got?
All right, I posted my links in the Twitch chat, just so you know. But if you want me to say them out loud and clear, I will do that as well. You can follow me on YouTube.com/double RPG reviews as I do my reviews, retrospectives. Speaking of retrospectives, I'm still working on episode 11 of the Final Fantasy retrospective. Currently playing through Heaven's Word right now, and about to finish that up and get into Stormblood. Don't know when to have an exact date for that game or for that episode to come out, but it should be out hopefully before the halfway point of this year, but or somewhere in between. But look out for that sometime in the future. You can also follow me on Facebook.com/double RPG reviews and Twitter.com/double RPG reviews. Those are my social media feeds. You can follow me on Twitch.tv/double RPG reviews. Just like Jeff, I haven't found a time when I'm coming back to streaming, but hopefully that'll be sometime in the near future, but I'm not exactly sure when. But be sure to stay up to date with my social media feeds for further details. And if you want to see the archives of my live streams, you can find them on youtube.com/double RPG Game Riff for Solo, which I now renamed as Double RPG Live Stream Archives. But yeah, had a lot of fun with more Yakuza 0. There was a lot that was going on in this episode for today. Definitely looking forward to seeing what's in store next week.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And I guess I'm next then.
Yes.
Anyways, follow me on Twitter at VisibleNinja0. And of course, check me out on YouTube at Visible Ninja Dojo, where you can check out my streams Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. We stream a little bit about the Tokusatsu, the Gundams, and whatever we feel like.
Yeah.
And of course, check out hero-club.com for all your hero news. And of course, follow us on Twitter at Hero Club for Life, and check out the Hero Club stream, which is Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Hero Club Twitch, which is at hero-club.com. We just played some of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers games, namely the Super Nintendo version and a bit of the Game Gear version. And coming up next, we're doing, well, more Power Rangers games. We're going to focus more on the Game Gear games, and then who knows? So check us out.
Okay. That's it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/fightercows, and on Twitch, twitch.tv/fightercows. That's Fighter XAOS. Tuesdays at 4 p.m. and Fridays at 4 p.m. Tuesdays I stream Tekken, and Fridays is Shenmue, starting with, I guess everybody, is the worst kept secret, Shenmue 3.
Yep.
Right after, I mean, this Friday I'll finish Shenmue 2, and then boom, Shenmue 3. And keep an eye on my Twitter, because I'm playing around with my streaming schedule outside of those 2 days. I don't know what I'm going to do to stick with, but I want to play more fighting games
Yeah.
and GBO2, and I want to look in where I can fit those. So keep an eye on my Twitter for the schedule whenever I can think of one that I can stick. That's
Even
me.
the dog
Check my
agrees.
Twitter.
Even the dog's giving you emotional support, Jerry.
Well, I hope.
They love you, Jerry. But anyway,
Yeah. Well, for that, I'm 16-bit Jeff.
I'm Double RPG.
Visible Ninja.
And I'm Fighter Cows.
And Jerry.
2 words left for me to say.
Exactly.
Nimi. Kanyo.
See you guys next Saturday for the continuation of Yakuza 0.
Bye-bye.
Rawr.